Right, let's bring you the latest transfer news now. You can see Mark McAdam has rejoined me. Mark, let's start by talking about Liverpool because Florian Wirtz confirmed last night, but you've got some more news to tell us. What's going on with Bryan Mbeumo? Because I was just asking Sebastian Basson there whether he'd like to see him at Tottenham, but Manchester United seem to be in the driving seat.
At the moment, it feels like he's headed to Old Trafford. We know that there were a number of sides that were interested in Bryan Mbeumo. His record since joining Brentford in 2019 has been phenomenal. He's just coming off the back of his best ever season with regards to goals and assists. He's a key part of that Brentford side. But once again, his contract is running down. Hence why Manchester United are seeing this as an opportunity. We know that there is interest from Tottenham as well. We know that there were other sides in the Premier League that were keen on Mbeumo. But it looks like he's heading to Old Trafford. They're just preparing a second offer, which they're hoping will get the player.
Bryan Mbeumo, the fantastic player of Brentford. Guys, what I'm hearing at the moment is that the conversation, club to club, Man United, Brentford, is still ongoing, is still underway. So talks ongoing for this story, talks ongoing for this deal, but at the moment, still waiting for Manchester United to try reach an agreement on the fee with Brentford. They tried with the first bid, it was 10 days ago, rejected by Brentford. Man United remain in conversations, they are trying to find a way. Remember how important will be the outgoings for Manchester United this summer. We said about Onana for the goalkeeper, but for example, there are many players who are completely out of the project. And so Rashford, Sancho, let's see what's going to happen also with the situation of Garnacho, who is still expected to leave Manchester United. So all these players to leave can generate money and funds for players to join Manchester United in these summer transfer window. So we have to be patient, see what's going to happen with the exits. Meanwhile, Manchester United are still working on the Bryan Mbeumo deal with Brentford. Then is not done at this stage, still working club to club. Man United fans will have to be patient also because, again, the financial part is important. They already invested the big money on Mateus Cunha. They will not play Champions League football or European football at all next season, and this is why patience is important to find the right balance. But let's see what happens with all the players I mentioned, and also with Antony. There were some approaches for Antony also from Italian clubs in the recent days and weeks, but my understanding is that Antony is still giving priority to Betis. He would be happy to return to Betis. Let's see if Betis and Man United can reach an agreement, but for sure the situation with Antony is one more to watch for Manchester United to generate money for this transfer window. And so on the goalkeeper situation at Manchester United. Guys, first of all, many questions today on Monaco working on deal to sign Andre Onana. I'm told that Monaco are not in active talks to sign Andre Onana, despite the reports coming out today. My information is that Monaco are not in active negotiations, are not in concrete negotiations. So at the moment there is nothing really concrete into these Onana Monaco reports. Monaco are looking for a goalkeeper, but at the moment they are not working on a deal for Andre Onana. They have not made any approach, any bid, anything. So it's really quiet between Onana and Monaco. If Onana leaves, and that could be Saudi or any other destination, for Man United, there are some options at goalkeeper. A goalkeeper that they appreciate is Emiliano Dibu Martínez at Aston Villa. Dibu Martínez will be open to joining Manchester United even without Champions League football, but again, at the moment, is not a concrete negotiation yet. It's not a club-to-club talk or something like that, also because it depends on what happens with Andre Onana. And again, at the moment, the Onana situation could be open this summer based on proposals to Manchester United, because the transfer fee is important after paying more than 50 million euros to Inter 2 years ago, and also to the player, because the player also wants to be satisfied. He's happy at Man United, he would be happy to stay at Man United. Of course, if an important proposal arrives, that could be a different story. But it really depends on what happens with Onana, to see what happens with Dibu Martínez, who would be open to joining Man United, but at the moment is not in a process yet to join.
To talk more transfers, so we're going to talk Manchester United now. Mark, the latest on Jadon Sancho's future.
Yeah, just 1 year left on his Old Trafford deal. You get the feeling that he'll be departing Manchester United this summer. The latest team to show their interest, Juventus of Serie A. We know that Napoli have also been at the table and inquired as to his availability. They've now been joined by Juventus. We know that Borussia Dortmund have also made a couple of calls just to find out what the deal potentially could be. So, yeah, one to keep an eye on, Jadon Sancho, into his last year at Old Trafford. Only a matter of time now before he gets a new move.
OK, yeah, Michael.